Welcome. Year 2020.
2020.
These nuts.
And I'm Robert Walters.
My name is John Brigham Young. What the fuck is that guy's name? Brigham Young.
Actually, his name is Reed Parkhurst, aka Eclipse, aka
I am a Dark Moon Warrior.
and I am Shane Bryant, aka the Flaming Dragon.
Boys!
We are Flaming Dragon!
Yeah. Flaming Dragon. Fuck face.
And what movie was that from?
Tropic Thunder.
Tropic Thunder. Yeah.
To literally take a step back. Fuck your own face!
Joey Buttafuoco over here.
Forget about it. So about a year ago, we did a recording, put it on YouTube. I don't even know how many views we got. We're not that famous
Maybe
yet.
not.
Not that much famous. Not yet. But in that year's time, my associate over here will let you know. He'll chime you in on some things that might have not made you aware of you.
Yeah, so we had an apartment. We didn't have an apartment. I lived with someone, and he eventually moved in. And,
Snuck in.
it was an elderly person I took care of, and he got
Beat him up all the time.
No, I took care of him. I did everything, and
He took care of us.
He got more. He needed more help, so he moved to an assisted living home, and that left me and him without a place to live. So we actually lived in the woods for 9 months. Well, he lived in the woods for 8 months. I lived in the woods for 9 months.
I was actually there before you.
He was there, so actually he was in the woods before me.
Way before you.
But then he left the woods to like 2 months before. But he was in the woods a few months before.
No fucking who's counting. Anyway,
It
we were
doesn't
about a
matter.
year.
We were in the woods.
Regardless of roughly 10 months.
And it
Long
was,
enough.
And I was always scared of something like that, but it actually turned out to be a beautiful process, a beautiful thing. Living out there, and we had the trees and the animals, and we had a raccoon that we named Willie, but then it turned out it was a girl because he saw the boobs, like she
had a big old saggy titties.
Like maybe she had baby raccoons, and so you could see. Oh, well, we named it Willie because we thought it was a boy.
So her name was a unisex name, actually.
Of course,
Willie.
we assumed
You
it
know?
was a boy, and it wasn't.
It's a unisex name.
But,
We created it to be a unisex.
raccoons and
So Willie was with us. So,
I saw a deer one time.
yeah,
Not a whole lot of deer.
we were
It was beautiful to be around nature.
living it up
To feel that energy.
for a sense, yeah. I mean, because if you think about it long enough, or not think about it, but if you're placed in an environment long enough, us being human beings and awesome creations that we are by an awesome creator, we adapt.
And
evolve.
nature, the divine is in nature, if you believe in that.
And if you want to go back into history,
that
that's where we
comes
were
out
from the
in nature.
beginning. We didn't have all these houses and all these commodities and things that we think is a necessity. They're just convenient.
And it's funny how, I had been diagnosed with plantar fasciitis when I was having this pain in my feet. But then when I went and I was in the woods, and when I didn't have to go somewhere or work. By the way, I did work the entire time. I had a job the entire time in the park.
Me too.
But then he did some work somewhere. And walking on the soil barefoot alleviated all the pain that I was having from like the swelling on the bottom of my foot. Because I was walking, like when I was there, just there, walking around, walking around barefoot on the ground, and it unbelievable how it helped because the energy from the ground, the ground has like a charge to it.
If you're familiar with what we're talking about, you understand we call it grounding. It's when we're able to pull energy up out of the earth after removing our shoes, of course, and meditating our being, basically our soul, unifying it with one, which is the ground, the heavens, the
asking
universe,
God, the light source,
the creator,
whatever you want to call it,
and our angelic intercessors,
for
everything.
protection.
And transferring and being able to connect with the
And
source of
angels,
energy above, and of course the light above. That light being a supernatural, either you want to call it God, Holy Spirit, Allah, blah, 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 blah. So
whatever
be it.
you want to, or if you just want to say, well, the sun,
Yeah.
you know,
It's
the light.
It's
a beautiful
a thing that takes place to where we suck up the energy, put it into our bodies, creating energy, I mean, it does so much. It's crazy. It balances us out where we're imbalanced at, and it allows us to be a little bit more clear-headed, clear-minded, and have our objectives, goals, pretty much all taken care of with anything that is not wearing us out as it could be, because it will usually exhaust
because you would
ourselves.
typically want to do it after you dealt with something that was very stressful, or maybe somebody that was being negative, or
The negative energy field,
something like
dark
this,
energy.
you know.
When we're sucked dry or put in a bad environment that does us harm and creates a bad energy field, the earth gives us a positive charge of dark energy ass kicking.
Yes. The earth,
So-
the trees,
Being out
the
there in
sun,
the woods.
air.
You see, I'm Cherokee. Not as far as like, I'm more Cherokee.
Well,
I'm
he
like
has-
60
yeah.
or something. 60 should ultimately.
Cherokee, English.
Cherokee, English, a
You
little bit of
other
Irish and Cuban. The thing is, even Shaman Blackhawk, he was listening when he was talking to Shalom, when he was talking with the rabbis. He was stating it sucks that the Cherokee, us, we deprive others who want to follow our beliefs, because the Cherokee and the Jews are the most educated or supreme, the supremacy over any type of religion or doctrine or any type of denomination or faith-based anything. Them two can relate the most at an understanding level more than anybody
Well,
else.
because the Jews, you know, they believe in one God, just as Christians do. The Jews don't believe Jesus is the Messiah. I mean, they believe he was a prophet. And I guess, well, you would say that the Cherokee, you know, they believe in Great Spirit, which is a beautiful thing. And I believe in Jesus too, you know. So
Yeah, I mean, I believe in the Lord Jesus Christ. I believe in Buddha.
I'm trying to think what is that commonality? I forgot what it was.
Great mystery, the understanding of the Great Spirit,
What?
and the understanding of Him,
When
and
you
the
were
things
saying-
of the earth that He's created.
You were saying there was a similarity between the Jews and the Cherokee,
Yes.
and you were the one that was studying that. I don't really remember.
Yeah, we
What
we
that-
have the same understanding and basis of when it comes to the creations, when it comes to being outside, when it comes to communicating with nature and understanding nature, taking care of Mother Earth, taking care of human beings, loving one another without bias, without stereotyping, without judgmental views. We don't see color. We don't see prejudice. We love. We respect. Not saying that nobody else does that, but at a level that we do, the only others out there who we can closely relate to that are on the same page is the Jews.
But I feel like every religion, it's like, to me, it's like,
Religion sucks.
so who cares? You know, it's like, it's about.
Yeah, if we all just take all that shit out of it that we put in it as being humans, all that man-made, you are, you aren't, if you don't, if you do, that type of shit, man. And all just understand that what the truth is, we are all created by the same
I
creator.
just feel like, you know, God is an energy source. Our soul, we have a soul. It's energy. That's what I believe. And you know,
Either way,
energy source, love, light, all that.
long story short, I was able to heritage to benefit me out there,
And
and him, to a sense of where I can communicate with life around, any life that was around that was a living creation. We all have that capability. There was this time he got stung by a bunch of yellow jackets.
that's just one.
Or one. See, that's what I'm saying. These jokers weren't there the day before, right? They weren't there the day before, but I come walking in the next day. Those sons of bitches, man, they were on the ground just flying around.
They're ground hornets, aren't they?
Yeah, they're yellow jackets, but they live in the ground, and their symbolism was given off. And I picked up on it real quick because I walked right through them. Nothing happened, of course. I'm like, where did those come from? So I get to the site, and about 30 minutes after me and him kind of getting a bickerment. That was a pretty good one, actually. Me and him getting a little argument, and he's rolling out, walking it out with his butt. We're bitter at each other. I'm probably grunting under my breath while he's leaving, and he's probably doing the same. Either way, his energy is putting off such a vibrant frequency. These hornets pick up on it. Now, not all of them, but I hear, ah! I hear a scream. But I hear a scream, it wasn't no play around, it wasn't a step on a branch type of scream, which he always does. Let me just tell you, it sounds like he gets shot when he gets screamed. It's like you wonder what the hell happened, but he's like, I bit my nail. But I knew it wasn't, and he come up. Now, mind you, I almost had my ex-wife almost died from these sons of bitches. And that will kill you. She got anaphylaxis, she almost died. So I know how serious this shit is, right? And I know, as soon as they heard, I immediately knew what time it was. He come running up, but he got stung by one. I thought he's got lit up. I was about to have to carry this boy to the fucking hospital or something.
I didn't know what it was, man. I knew someone stung me on the bottom of like around my ankle.
Something bad, man.
I didn't know what it was. And I was like, ah.
Forrest Gump on him. So I get him and I put immediately out tobacco chew and I put it on there because it draws
Tobacco supposed to
draws out the stinger and venom. And basically, it's a pain medicine. Like us Cherokee, we know, but they use on Earth is pain and whatever. We don't go to pharmaceuticals, ladies and gentlemen. We do take Advil and ibuprofen, but all the other good shit we get from the Earth. If you don't know that, now you know.
So anyway, we survived, and with his knowledge that he had, a little bit, whatever.
Wasn't mine. Give it to me from the Great Spirit above,
Gave it to
amen.
him from the spirits, from the Great Spirit.
That's that. We all have these capabilities, ladies and gentlemen. We ain't just singing it out.
We made it. We survived. I worked at a restaurant, and when the shutdown happened, I was laid off for 2 months. So therefore, I eventually ended up getting some unemployment, and so with that, I got a place. We got a place, and we have a place now. And
We're no longer in the beautiful woods.
But I
miss it.
But
Come on, man. I love being out there. The peace, the fucking peace.
it's nice to have a washer and a dryer and an air conditioner, all that. But I will say it's very nice, and a shower. But it's nice
I take
to go
to the
visit
bad.
the woods sometimes. We both had spider bites that got infected.
So it was in West Ashland. Oh yeah, me getting bit by brown recluse, and then right after that, black widow.
I don't know what I was bitten
Man, I
by.
almost lost my fucking arm.
I mean, I had a huge infection on my bottom of my leg from a spider bite. I'm pretty sure it was a spider bite. Twice.
You gotta look on your phone for the adverts.
Okay.
Ladies and
So
gentlemen,
anyway,
we're gonna pause this for a second, I guess.
Thank you for what's this for? Go ahead
Hit the pause button.
end this one.
Huh?
We pretty much got to the conclusion.
Yeah, ladies, that's just a brief update on what the hell is going
Thank
on.
you for listening to us.
We plan
for
on
our
doing this.
crap.
You plan on doing this for a while? Like,
I'm glad that we could have wasted a little bit of your time. I hope it wasn't wasted.
and I think